On the seventh day of Christmas, I will be deciding if Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Welcome to 12 Days of Christmas. Alrighty, here it is. It's the age-old debate. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? And for the longest time, I've never seen Die Hard, so I couldn't say crap. But I watched it. I've done my research on genres and what makes a Christmas movie. I did a whole video on that, so if you want to go check it out, I'll put a card up in the corner here. And I'll be using some of those elements that I've learned from that one on what a Christmas movie is in this one. Now that I have all this retained knowledge, seen the movie, I am now ready to put my dogs in the fight and decide once and for all on my own if Die Hard is a Christmas movie. So first off, we just really got to define real quickly what a Christmas movie is. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I did a whole stinking thing it is. Number one, Christmas movies is a subgenre. It is not a genre. It's not a main genre. And the main genre can be really any genre. Now, there are 4 things that make up a genre: setting, characters, plot, and theme. And we'll be going into Die Hard, which Die Hard setting, characters, plot, and theme. And then Christmas movies are really in different tiers instead of just yes or no, it's a Christmas movie. Tier 1, if you take Christmas out of it, is no longer a movie. It will not work. Tier 2, if you take Christmas out of it, it could still work. If you change some things, change a different time, change this, it could still work. Tier 3, Christmas is just there and it really has no impact on the story at all. And with that out of the way, let's dive into Die Hard. So we have the 4 things that make a genre: setting, characters, plot, and theme. First, let's go over the setting of Die Hard. The setting for Die Hard is Nakatomi Plaza, which is a fictional high-rise office building. So it's an office building set in Los Angeles. And if you're unfamiliar with what setting is, real quick, it's where and when, basically. So where is the Nakatomi Plaza in Los Angeles, California. And when is during Christmas, on Christmas Eve, during a Christmas Eve party. So the setting is already matching up with a Christmas. Now the characters. We have a couple main characters. John McClane, which is the protagonist, who is a New York cop and kind of has to become the hero. Hans Gruber, he's your main antagonist, charismatic, ruthless, whatever. And then you have Holly, which is John's wife, who works at the plaza and kind of becomes the spokesperson for the hostages. Then you have the cop that helps John, and then you have some of Hans's henchmen. Now, the characters, to me, none of it specifically screams Christmas movies. So that's an argument against. Plot. The plot follows John, obviously, a New Yorker, and he becomes the unlikely hero where he has to step up and help all these people in the building and keep them alive and save them from this hostage situation during the Christmas party. So he'll have to go through different means in order to reach that goal. And he'll have to work with a LAPD police officer and communicate with Hans, the bad guy, and to try to save his wife and rekindle the relationship. That part a little bit, rekindling the relationship, is a little bit. But the rest of the plot, you could argue, is not very Christmassy. Which really, what is a Christmas plot? I did a video on the history of Christmas movies. You can check that out, where I go through how the plot changes. And really towards the 80s and past that, there's really no specific plot that's the basis for Christmas movies. And then we have the theme. Now, really the main theme is, the good guy taking out the bad guy and saving the rest of the good guys. But we also have themes of family and rekindlization of relationship, and then redemption and individualization and heroism. And with some of those elements do seem very Christmassy to me, with some of the redemption, the family, the rekindling of relationships. Now the other ones, not so much. So I think theme and setting are one of your two more bigger arguments towards it being Christmas, and maybe the characters and plot, not so much. Now that we kind of went through and defined Die Hard's setting, characters, plot, and theme, let's go through the Christmas bar. And does it fit any of the levels? So once again, level 1 is if you take Christmas out of it, it is no longer a movie. It will not work at all. Level 2 is if you took Christmas out of it, you can move it to a different time, tweak a few things, and yeah, it could still work as a movie. And tier 3 is it's merely decorational, just in the background, and doesn't really have any effect. And I'm thinking it applies. Now it is time. Now it is time to make the conclusion. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie based off my research on genres and what Christmas movies are, and using the definitions of genres, going through with the plot, the setting, the theme, and characters, and then going through the graph of levels. I can confirm Die Hard is a level 2 Christmas movie. Therefore, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. There we go. That was my take on whether Die Hard is a Christmas movie or not. I'm honestly glad I finally got to make up my own decision and put my dogs in a fight, and I will defend it. But if you disagree, please let me know down in the comments. And I think I'm going to end the video here. So I'd like to thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Oh, shoot. Wrong outro. I hope you have a merry day. Alrighty. Goodbye.